Today's marketplace has taught us that in order to remain relevant, brands must be fully engaged and willing to be dynamic. We've seen brands who are viewed as innovators in their day emerge as insignificant as they become complacent because they believed their value proposition would maintain their success. We believe that SBS has the ability to adapt to the current trends, ensuring a win in market share and continued growth. We aren't aiming to change the current demographic of SBS on-demand consumers, we are aiming to increase the amount that the current users are watching. We have identified key areas that we believe have the greatest impact or potential for impact. These situational factors are key in SBS marketing success. The recent introduction of streaming services into the Australian market has already had a significant impact on consumer behaviour. In particular, we have identified the fact that consumers are no longer brand loyal. We live in an experience-driven society in which consumers gravitate towards services that are able to provide what is desired at the time. It plays on the idea of instant gratification. 32% of Australians are subscribed to multiple streaming platforms. This is increasing at a rate of 10% each year, with Netflix and Stan as the two primary subscribed to channels. Social media has become the leading platform of advertisement, with Facebook leading the way in referrals. This could be detrimental to SBS On Demand if they aren't reaching a broad enough market. Handheld devices are more prominent than ever in day-to-day life. Studies show that the preferred method of video streaming is through mobile smartphone devices, with people using more and more data. Australians pay close to $313 million per year for extra data. This is beneficial to SBS On Demand to utilise the world of apps and easy access content. Families no longer make joint decisions when choosing what to watch. Subscription video on demand has emerged as a major category in consumer video watching in Australia, and with consumer demand comes provider rivalry and competition. It is the consumer behaviours previously mentioned that drives innovation to gain competitive edge. Netflix has emerged as the video on demand dominant provider, closely followed by Stan. Both have built a substantial customer base, enabling a healthy financial backing. This will allow them to buy more content at a higher quality from production companies. Netflix's revenue was $11.692 billion in comparison to a lower from SBS. As an asset, however, SBS On Demand has the home advantage, providing Australians with Australian content, including Australian drama, news and even sport. 9 out of 10 people enjoy being able to access Australian content as it creates a sense of community and belonging. Netflix and Stan are both paid subscription services, where SBS On Demand is not. With the success of Netflix and Stan, it is evident that people are willing to pay for a service. Netflix and Stan offer a large variety of original content. With Netflix investing a US $8 billion to future original projects, SBS On Demand lacks this kind of funding and could potentially be threatened by this competitive edge. SBS On Demand is likely to be affected by consumer segments. This is the type of people who are subscribed to and use the service. People's personality traits, values and lifestyles are all contributing factors. How consumers watch content and make decisions are driving factors on demand success. The identification of these segments are a major opportunity for SBS On Demand. These segments can be divided into categories of low, medium to high. We will focus on the low segments, meaning the individuals who are watching and are subscribed, but with a lower viewing usage. These segments include binging escapists, serial multitaskers, insatiable millennials, and reality FOMOer. If SBS does not address their consumer segmentation properly, as it stands, they are likely to lose even more viewing from these individuals. All 4 of these segments are identified to respond to personalised content. People are tired of being treated like a number, and with competitors like Netflix implementing hyper-personalisation as a marketing tactic, SBS On Demand could fall behind in the game. By 2020, Salesforce predicts 51% of consumers will expect companies to anticipate their needs and wants in order to make relevant suggestions. People are more likely to watch on-demand content if they are provided with suggestions. In a society where content is binge-worthy, people are always looking for the next best thing. Forbes suggests that companies stop trying to simply sell a service and start finding ways to creatively engage with them and solve a consumer need.